Alright guys, I'm back, and it's time for us to continue on through this mansion. Let's see where it takes us. Now, last episode I know I spent a lot of time talking about the Xbox One theories on used games and stuff, and I'm just curious on what your theories are on it. So if you have any opinions, don't be afraid to leave a message, comment, or inbox me on what you think, and I can get some other people's opinions, because in my circle of friends, we all play games, but I would have to say I'm probably one of the most informed out of everybody within the group when it comes to gaming, because I do work at a video game store and I spend a lot of my time gaming. So it seems like a lot of my friends, they're interested, but they never follow it as much as I do. So there is kind of like a divide there with them, and I do try to have a discussion with them on that stuff, but they don't have the opinions or the knowledge. They're always like, oh yeah, I gotta go research something and then come back kind of thing, because they're not really sure. Which I do respect, because you shouldn't make an uninformed decision. But it's just, I'm always curious to hear what someone else's opinion or someone else's side of the argument is. But I found this really interesting, and it made me really happy when I heard about this. The whole no DRM hashtag on Twitter, and how it's blown up and got Sony's attention. After the whole Xbox One fiasco and everybody hearing about the Xbox One might have DRM and Xbox not making any sort of comment on it, yada yada yada. A group of Sony fans on, I think, the NeoJaf website created a thread speaking about it, and they were saying how we should start tweeting no DRM at Sony to get some sort of response, because a lot of Sony users are active, Sony executives and employees are active on Twitter. So a group of Twitter followers started using the hashtag no DRM at Sony and at certain users and representatives, and it really got their attention. There's almost been 1 million retweets of this right now. Damn. And there has been no direct response saying, okay, we hear you, we're not going to use DRM. But it's been interesting because there has been a lot of like jokey kind of comedic responses from Sony, certain representatives. Even the head of Sony, Shuhei, tweeted a joke saying, oh, well then you guys will have it. You're right, there will be no digital Ray Manta or something on PS Vita. And it's a good sign that if Sony themselves can joke about the DRM and not take it so seriously, that they probably won't have a DRM on the PS4, or there will be some way around it maybe. So it's good to see that, but it still makes me quite curious as to what will happen. And hopefully Xbox will see this too, and if not, maybe there should be an Xbox campaign for it too, because this is not what the consumer wants. The consumer spends their money on a product, and instead they're pretty much renting it instead of owning it. It's not like, because you can't trade it, you can't sell it, you can't let your friends borrow it, you're stuck with it. So it's almost like you're signing a contract per se, and that's really not fair for a consumer to be stuck with something like that. Where when a consumer spends their money, you would expect that you would own a product just like anything else. If you own a cell phone, it's your cell phone. You can do whatever you wish with it. You can sell it, you can borrow it, you can send it out of the country, you can do whatever you wish. You can even you can unlock certain phones now to get the difference, to use them on different carriers and stuff. Sure, carriers don't like that, but it is your product. Once you've owned the hardware, you can do whatever you wish with it. And that's what I feel about everything. It's like, if I buy a watch, why am I not allowed to then, in the future, go sell this watch to someone, or give it as a gift, or, you know, just give it away if I don't use it? But instead, with gaming, they're basically forcing you to own this product forever. Like, if the Xbox One and the PS4 don't use the PS3 games, and so on and so forth, downloadable games, and physical games, and in the future my PS3 breaks and it becomes harder and harder to find a PS3 or an Xbox 360, then basically those digital games that I've spent money on are now useless. And so how is it a product that I own if I can't even use it in the future? No matter what, a phone that I had 10 years ago, even though it might be something that I won't want to use, I can still use it now. Might not be as fast, might not be as, you know, compatible with certain stuff, but you can still use it. So that's why I feel that the industry is going in the wrong direction with this whole DRM, digital download, so on and so forth, because you don't feel like you own anything. Like, this week, I always follow the Humble Bundle. If you're not familiar with it, it's basically a group of indie developers or just smaller development studios create a bundle together through this website called the Humble Bundle. And they bundle about 5 or 6 games together, and you choose exactly how much you want to pay and how much money gets divided up between the developers, between charities, and between the actual website. So if you donate $10, you can actually decide to say that I want all $10 to go to the developers. I don't want any money going to charity. I don't want any money going to the website. And they always do it like, okay, if you just donate, you can choose however much you want to donate, and you get 5 games. But if you donate more than the usual, than everybody else has, than the average, I mean, then you will unlock a 6th special game. And so this way, it basically gives the consumer saying, like, you know, I feel this is what this is worth, and it helps smaller developers not only get their name out there, but also build up a fan base. Because if you purchase 6 games for $6, $1 a game, then you really like that game, and you say, wow, this game was amazing, it was totally worth the $10 when it came out, I should have bought it on its own. The next game that comes out from that developer, you'll be more inclined to purchase it. So it's a marketing ploy within itself, but you're also helping smaller companies come out of the woodwork and really differentiate themselves from other people. Because right now I feel the gaming communities and industries, that was my phone, have really chosen to, like, people are afraid to spend their money on something they don't like because they're worried that they'll waste their money. So people will now only purchase known products that they know they will get their money out of. And so bigger names like Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed and all these larger titles will continue to flourish and sell and make money, but more unique titles will not. Like Metro Last Light game that just came out, which is amazing. But again, not a not a well-known name, not a big studio, not as popular, didn't sell as well. It will probably be very difficult to see a sequel of that game. Maybe in Europe or Asia it's sold better, but here in North America, I know just seeing from my store, we sold very few copies of it. So, and then also the used game market is a huge chunk of where people see and try games. Like, you might not have liked a game when it came out, and you're like, it's not worth $60, but when it was on sale for $20, or when they did a traded promotion at like EB Games or Future Shop, you were like, well, I have these games sitting around, might as well trade it in and get this one, and then if I don't like it, I can still get some money back for it. Whereas on a digital release, well, it's $50. I download it, I hate it, I played it for maybe half an hour, there's no returns, no refunds, nothing. So you're basically now, that $50 went up in smoke. You're never going to see it again, there's nothing you can do with it, it's gone. And that's really not right. Even stores such as Walmart, where they have a heartless name for themselves, are known and are known as like an evil conglomerate that takes over the world and destroys small businesses, has a return policy if you're not happy with their product. Like, you can go in there with a product that you've opened and used, and half the time Walmart will be like, well, yeah, you're right, you don't like this product? Okay, here, take something else. You can't do that with a digital product, because there's nothing to return. You've basically just given them money to lease something, or rent something, per se, and then if you don't like it, well, you just leave. What is this? If it isn't Mario's shoe, why, the sole is so worn as if he's walked 1,000 miles. Oh, they come. Now the spirits come. Come, spirits of power. Come, spirits of sight. Show to me the awful things occurring here tonight. Crystal orb, symbol of my clan, use your darkling power to show us all you could. Show us all you can. Show us this, Mario. The light of the spirits comes, show us what we seek. Oh, your Mario is in prison, but where? Oh, where is he being held? Yes, a painting. Your Mario has been imprisoned within a painting. My orb shows an odd altar. And come on, you stupid orb. Yes, above it your Mario trapped in a painting. Ah, I cannot concentrate. The spirits are leaving me. Your Mario, bring me more of his dropped items. So we've collected a few of Mario's items now. And, basically, now we are just going through, and we're going to be bringing them to Madame Clairvoya because I do not have any more keys, any more rooms to explore, anything to unlock. So, oh, I do have one more key, actually. What am I doing? Well, it's okay. Wasn't a waste of time. I have to bring these items to her anyway. But yeah, that's my opinion. I really don't like this whole digital thing. I like having a physical copy. I spent my money. I've worked hard for it. I should have something in my hands, something that I can show for it. Oh, I always loved this ghost. He was just like a pool shark. Just, you know, he loved playing pool when he was alive, and he kept playing pool after he died. It was just, you know, kept on his what am I looking for? Kept living his passion, right? Well, you're not supposed to do that. This game teaches you that you're not supposed to be happy in life, and you're supposed to hate your life, and even hate your death. Basically, he hits the pool ball, the balls, and they go off in all directions because they're called ghostly and supernatural. And you need to hit them a few times, I think. Oop. Come on. I got the first two quite easily. Why can't I do the third one now? Fuck! There we go. Got him. Now let's see if I can do this in one try without having to hit him again. I don't think I will. Yeah. Bad at this game. Told you. Multiple times. Very bad at this game. Great game though. Really fun. It's just... Also, what are your opinions on the PlayStation versus the Xbox versus the Wii U? Like, everybody seems to be giving the Wii U hate. And I can understand why. The Wii U doesn't have games, and it's, you know, it's history. Games sell systems. Ever since the Nintendo Entertainment System, the games on the system were great. They had proper advertising, proper marketing, and people were like, alright, this is a cool system, I'm going to play it. When the Wii U failed, and I stand by this wholeheartedly because it wasn't marketed properly. I have hundreds of customers a day, a day. I have hundreds of customers a week come in asking me about, you know, new games, new consoles, talking about the new Xbox, PS3 versus the Wii U and stuff. And they don't believe that, like, they don't know that the Wii U is a different console. They think it's an upgraded, some sort of upgraded Wii that just plays Wii games. They don't understand that it has the newer titles on it, has newer games, so on and so forth. It's just, Nintendo hasn't marketed it right. And they also haven't put enough games on the system to make you really say, oh look, this is a new system that I want, because look at these games that I want to play. They haven't done any of that. That's really where I think their downfall is. Well, now that we've caught that boo and got to a save point, I think it's time we end it off here, and we'll see you next time.